As far as we know, Cabernet Sauvignon at the earliest was 19th century.
That it really took off.
But it took off. But I mean, in terms of the age of the grape,
they think it's Eddie and Ivan were saying that they think it's about maybe possibly as much as 300 years old.
Which grape?
Cabernet Sauvignon. So maybe about as old as Plavetz Mali.
Plavetz Mali, but not anywhere near as old as Pribidrag.
When I first went to Croatia, it was with Eddie and Ivan and the University of Zagreb, and it was specifically to look for where they had found Soljanik Kasteljanski and Pribidrag. First thing that I saw looking at Dobricic and Plavetz Mali is that they have Zinfandel-like leaves, and it's the only other varieties, the only other area that I've been to where you can see these specific patterns in the leaves that are very similar to Zinfandel. And there are many varieties in Croatia, Dalmatia especially, that have that characteristic lyre-shaped petiolar sinus.
Uzorci Pribidraga i Celjenka Kaštelanskog već su nekoliko godina u Kaliforniji. U Foundation Plant Serviceu pri UC Davisu, u složenom i dugotrajnom procesu, pokušavaju se očistiti od virusa kako bi se mogli razmnožiti i rasaditi.
The way the viruses affect grapevines, they change the yield, usually bringing it down. They change the pigmentation. They change some of the architecture of the leaves and the fruit clusters. And so when you remove virus from a grapevine, you're likely to see differences in the order of clonal differences. So the types of differences you'd see in a clonal trial, getting rid of the virus you'll see also. But for all the studies we've done to date, both here in the United States and in Europe, and the Australians have done a few studies, we don't see negative results from those changes. Usually when we get rid of viruses, our winemakers like the vine that results better in terms of its color, sugar. You get better sugars and more fruit flavors in the grape clusters. Most grapevines in the field in Europe, in the old world, do tend to have virus diseases, especially if they're old historic materials. And indeed, those clones came to us with virus in them. And we're performing therapy, trying to eliminate the virus, and then we can't release them to our growers until they're clean because they couldn't come through quarantine yet. But once they're clean, we'll take them out of quarantine and we'll also provide cuttings of the cleaned up material back to Croatia. And so scientists in California and Croatia will get to try all of these clones side by side in two very different parts of the world. So it's an exciting project.